welcome to another episode where I go over the MTG Arena deck lists. I recorded this one yesterday. I'm just going to go over it quickly because I played it. I don't particularly want to play it again. This deck here is the one that I played yesterday, and unfortunately the video got corrupted and stuff, and I don't particularly want to play it again. So I apologize for that. This was an Abzan deck that I did play actually poorly, but still, I did end up winning the match, even though I made a bunch of mistakes. The deck seems okay, but the big thing that I noticed from this particular deck list that was missing was Meat Hook Massacre. I felt like I needed it in almost every single match that I played. Again, I'm only playing best of one, so it's possible that in best of three, ranked climb or anything like that, it's probably maybe not as necessary. So today what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go on to the next one, and this is Sultai mid-range, I guess. Sultai Storm the Festival. Basically, it looks like you just want to storm into Ren and Lawlith, or one of these 5-drops here, the Dragon or something like that. Chariot, Binding of the Old Gods. Basically, generate card advantage with this. There was one thing I never realized about Storm the Festival, and it's actually very similar to another card that's cheaper and an instant, Collected Company, but this is for any permanent that's 5 or less. It works in the same fashion. Basically gives you 2 big threats for your opponent to deal with. Unfortunately, the downside is it's very slow and it's very susceptible to being overrun, which is why this card here probably needs to be, if you're just playing best of one, you probably need at least 3 of these in the deck for sure. I see there's 2 on the sideboard. But that's first off, that's the first thing I would notice about this deck. But let's give it a try and see what happens. This was Sultai Junk, I think. This one here. Alright. Well, the deck list will be available in the description below. You'll be able to find it. Yeah, it looks basically just to get to this, or just to take over the game with a bunch of these mid-range cards. One card that still 50-50 on is the Cobra. But anyways, let's get to the games, and then we will do a review of the deck after. I tend to play about 3 games. I might start doing best of 3 with these, but we'll see. Anyway, see how it goes. Play with the full. I just wanted to keep the videos as short as possible. Even though I guess the last couple have been like about 45 minutes. It's about 3 games generally. A mess. So what I try to do is just go over the deck, just put it through the motions and see how it plays out. See if there's any synergy. See if there's any cards that I have undervalued so far, or haven't really tested. And when I see somebody else play a card, it generally gives me the feeling that it's okay to try something different. So it's why I usually like playing different decks, especially when I see somebody else play. Well, these are all pretty typically played. This one's not. I'm going to keep this. It kind of gives you like validation. It's like, hey, it's okay to try this card. This card's actually pretty good. That's not a bad draw. This card, I've only ever played it once before, I think. It's not the best. That's unfortunate. So we would have been able to play two cards there. I think I'll just play this. Oh, I still could have tapped this. That's true. Yeah. I could still play a Lotus Cobra. But I think I'm going to attack, actually, here. Because they might block, but I doubt it. Oh, I was wrong. All right. trade, I guess. Hey. Um, that's gonna come in tapped. Ugh. So if I play this, that's tapped. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Mm, okay. Just play the other Lotus Cobra. Oh, tax. I don't. The Rhymewood falls if you're not playing Snow, which this deck isn't. I don't see. I don't see it being necessary whatsoever. Um. I think it's time to go into the red zone here. If they want to trade, it's fine. They likely won't, but if they want to trade, it's okay. Hey, all right. Well, that was actually not typical, but I think they just fell so far behind. I think you're in a winning position when you start attacking with your snake. That was pretty early. Although I will say again that Rhymewood Forest likely prevented an explosive turn. Um, Same with the Hive, actually. So it might be worth cutting down a little bit, especially when you're playing 3 colors. It comes into play tapped lands. Comes into play tapped lands aren't the best. And we have another issue here. This could have been, again, to save on some of the... oops. Keep the deck list over here. There's actually not that many. There's only appears to be about 6 comes into play tap lands. So again, we'll keep this. It's kind of slow, but I would almost replace the snow lands for just basics. Mm, Definitely gonna need a land here. Yeah, I'll play this out. It's fine. They probably have the sacrifice eaten alive. I don't think I'm blocking here. Boy. So I have a few options. I can do this for 1. Play this out. That's probably what I should do. This deck is playing 24 lands. Yeah, there's a few too many that I think the snow lands shouldn't be in the deck. They should just be basics. I understand the need for more dual lands, but probably not necessary. So I still have 3. Well, now I can still play this, but we're just gonna cast this. Try to build up our mana base a little bit. They likely have. They're playing Snowlands, so there's likely blood in the snow. Something I have to consider as well. Um, Binding's not the best here. I have 5 mana. This also isn't the best either, really. Only a 3/3. Hmm. Dragon's likely going to get blood in the snow. Very possible to see blood in the snow here. Maybe on planeswalkers even. Oh, that's fine too. You got 4 mana. No. Nice for plussing. Yay, a couple lands. That was pretty good. All right, let's play this out, and we'll just play the creeper, I guess. I don't really have anything else to play. Mm-hmm. Black. Uh, yep. I suppose this also gets these dual lands as well, but I don't think it's worth paying more than 1 or 2 of them. Okay, so I got 1 card left in hand. Lots of mana. It's probably, if I'm guessing, probably blood in the snow. If I'm gonna guess. What does this give me? So I can play this. And then binding. Binding their binding. It's gonna suck if they have a big threat or something, but it's not a lot I can do about that. It's very possible that they have Diregraph Rebirth as well. Nope. Alright. So I guess that I can understand having 1 copy of each in the deck, not 2. Don't need a force, so. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Quite a bit of land here. Yeah. It's expected. Yep. Oh, deck. Deck. Well, I probably shouldn't be holding the dragon, but like I said, I'm still waiting for the blood in the snow. Oh, there goes 2 more planeswalkers. I may be playing a snow version of this deck, which might be better. I'm not sure. All right, let's play this. definitely see a blood in the snow to get back there, Lolith. I'm sure. 3 lands. Yeesh. That's fine. Likely blood in the snow here. I'm sure. Be no reason to be playing all these snow permanents and not blood in the snow. They get back. Lolith pretty much it kind of destroys me. If they have it, of course, but may not. They may have Heroes Downfall. Maybe they're not playing. There we go. Yeah, it's expected. Yeah. I need a Storm the Festival here. No more land. 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been not too bad actually. We'll see what they decide to do. It's most likely an Infernal Grasp they could be holding. Think anything else. Again, with decks like this, we said it about the Angel deck, the Abzan Angel deck that I was playing. It's the same problem with these decks that play these little mopey creatures. When you're up against another deck that's goes bigger than you tend to lose. And that's why I generally don't like playing these mopey creatures like Lotus Cobra and Skullport Merchant and stuff. They just don't do enough. You know. I think I need to start drawing cards. There we go. And now, as long as the Root Coil Creeper doesn't die, then I can at least bring back and do it again. But again, this is I would have rather have had the Balaged Recovery or something, whatever it's called, or just to return a card. I would have been able to do it there. Just had it in my hand again. Now, mind you, I can still cast it anyway, most likely. Ooh, 400 collects as well. Warner collects with Planeswalkers is pretty good. I mean, probably busted, but this deck seems to just try to keep. Okay. Yeah. Although I don't know why you would activate it first. I think I would have just cast it and then activated it. It would have went up to 5 or 4 rather. I do have the mana to cast Storm the Festival again. Yep. All the things, huh? Just trample. Yeah. Probably could have prevented at least some damage to it, but that's all right. I have the Form the Festival again. So hopefully we get some really good. Oh, well, I got a Wren and a bunch of crap. Let's just do that. That was a pretty bad Storm the Festival. What was it? 4 lands in Ren? That's pretty terrible. This guy tends to shut us down too. He's got the advantage there. Woo. Woo. Nice to not draw some lands. I don't know if I'd be activating. I guess you get to return it. Likely just dead here. I don't know what I could have played differently. I did draw quite a few lands after. Alrighty. That's good enough. Good game. Most of my draw steps actually after turn 6, I think, were land. I only had one decent draw with the Storm the Festival, and it only got me 3 permanents. Not the best. Alright, let's try it again. I might just play one more of this one rather than 3. I think you got to see quite a bit of the deck there. I got to see a lot of my lands there, that's for sure. Again, I think the core of this deck is something. I just don't think there's 15 cards that don't do a whole lot, which is quite a big portion of your deck. Hmm. I could have played either one of these as well, but this lets me play this on next turn, provided that doesn't die. Yep. Not blocking. I should have played this first. Okay. All creature types are all creature types. Okay. All right. So we'll play Lotus Cobra. Play the land. We're going to get black. I'm going to cast. I probably should. Yeah, that's okay. Kill this thing. Cast this. I did miss. Probably potentially missed out on a life point there, but that's okay. Doink. Doink. Nope. Doink. Okay. Pops everything and makes that bigger. Nice. Nice. I don't think it was worth taking the turn off to do that, but that's fine. I can cast Storm the Festival here, but destroy this thing, which probably shuts down their whole deck. Um, yeah. Not attacking. They might be playing Blood Masker. Meathook Masker, rather. Mm-hmm. This card is pretty problematic. Okay. There we go. Black, I guess. That's a nice little combination. Um, hmm. I almost feel it's time to cast this card. Just maybe get another binding as well, potentially. Yeah. And we'll take the Ren. Yeah, we'll likely lose our chariot, but that's okay. We got a copy of this dude. I could have waited. That way, blocking would have been not the least beneficial to them. But that's pretty good. Sure. Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8. All right. Okay. If I play this on blue, play this. I want to let me activate Excel, Root Coil, Cleaver. Return target card flashback. From exile. Duh. Can I cast this yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can. Sure. Whatever. Those are a couple big whiffs. Oh, I guess they all had Death Touch. That was a mistake. Okay. pretty much what it can do. It still feels slow to me. Although I see the extra meat hook maskers in the sideboard. So with this deck here, I think this one. Again, it's kind of neat when it works that way. That card's probably okay. Same with this one. I'm not a big fan of this card either. These ones are kind of meh. If you look at the sideboard here, again, they play best of 3. The Hermit's pretty good. I like the cube. You got a bunch of stuff, you know. This is your go bigger than other mid-range decks, I guess. You have Malevolent Hermit, test the talents for your blue-red matchups. But as just a best of 1, I don't particularly like this. Yeah, it was nice when it kind of went off, and I played the land from the binding and got the extra mana from the Lotus Cobra. But I think if you're playing it in a best of 1 format, you probably want more of these cards. So I would take these cards out. Not a big fan of Lotus Cobra. Not a big fan of those cards. I probably want that somewhere there. I do like the cube. 1 copy in the sideboard. I probably wouldn't play the Coma's Serpent in the main. I'd probably... Dude, it feels like you're only Sultai. I think you are only Sultai for the sideboard and the Recoil Creeper, so I think that's fine. I'd probably play the Hermit main deck as well, if you're just going to play best of 1. I like that card a lot. I think just to give you more options. I also think having... this is another card that potentially has some applications with a deck like this that's kind of trying to ramp, is the culling ritual. Although you do tend to, I think like this, you're a little bit higher curve. You don't have any 3-drops, but then you can multiple 2-drops. You have cube, and then you hit with one of your big 4-drops. You do lose the Meathook Masker, and this guy can be disturbed. You can disturb. You pay his disturb cost and have him come back. Innkeeper doesn't really matter after it creates the treasure token. The life's negligible anyways for the most part. I might do something like this instead as well. But this is probably where I would end up putting the deck at. And I would probably cut the 2 extra snow lands, even though it's fine with the binding. I would probably just add more of your these maybe. Yeah, you probably need the extra. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd probably just play a swamp in that spot. And not the yeah. I would definitely take these out, I think. And just replace it with a swamp. I don't understand why it's been doing that lately. But anyway. Yeah, so that'll do it for this deck. Overall, Storm the Festival seems to be a very good card. I don't know with this deck, with the way it's set up here, if you're going to be able to flash it back. It's possible. It's more than likely not that possible. It's more possible the other way, because you have the Recoil Creeper. You had the Lotus Cobra, which likely won't survive anyway. I feel like some of that stuff probably gets sided out a lot of the time. I guess for the most part, they tend to be speed bumps against mono white. But anyways, that'll do for the Sultai Junk deck. Episode 6 now. Be another one coming up soon as well. Looks like it's going to be rogues. All right. Thanks for watching.